Hello and welcome to Nowhere. My name is Trish and I am the creator behind Nowhere Novelties. You can't tell me that everyone loves a little bit of animal print, specifically leopard print. It's a design element in many of my cups and many of my fellow Tumbler maker cups. Today I wanted to create a really classy, basic, I don't want to call it basic, but a basic design tumbler that's completely glittered, and we actually hand paint the leopard spots. I think this one comes together beautifully, and this is really nice on a slim can koozie. I think this one would be a great beginner's cup, considering you only need spray paint and glitter and a little bit of Mod Podge. So if you're ready to see it come together, let's strap in and shoot for the stars. So like I mentioned, I'm starting with a 12-ounce slim can koozie from Maker Flow Crafts. I'm going to be using Saint and Sinners from Mr. Nola's glitter. In this little precise tip squeezy tube that I got with some alcohol inks is watered down Mod Podge. I didn't think that the Mod Podge itself was going to actually be able to fit through the tip of the squeezy bottle, so I watered it down just a little bit. You definitely don't want to water it down too much, because then as you're doing these kind of brush stroke application lines, it's gonna run. So to get the brush stroke look, I'm just squeezing the bottle just a little bit and letting the Mod Podge flow kind of naturally, and creating some, dimension. You don't want full strokes, full lines back and forth. You kind of want to scribble this Mod Podge on. I noticed in doing this that the Mod Podge does kind of expand or run together a little bit, so you won't necessarily see all of the black shining through beneath the glitter where you didn't have Mod Podge. The glitter, when you brush it off after the Mod Podge has dried, will still be kind of saturated, as you can see here. So once the Mod Podge is dry, I have black and brown acrylic paints, and this is what we're going to be using to hand paint on those leopard spots directly on to the raw gold glitter. I have not epoxied this cup yet. So starting with the black acrylic paint first and a small makeup brush, I'm doing some C shapes, some single dots in the center, and some semicolon shapes, and that's going to create that leopard print pattern. And while that paint is still wet, I'm going to take Gentleman from Peachy Olive Glitters, and that's going right over that acrylic paint. The glitter does stick to the wet acrylic paint and creates our leopard spots. So I went around the whole cup in sections, probably about 3 inches wide of a section each time with the acrylic paint, and then went in with glitter so the acrylic paint didn't dry completely, so the glitter still adhered. I didn't want too much contamination, and plus these spots are so small that I didn't really want to dump the black glitter onto the gold glitter. So I'm just using a popsicle stick and just tapping the stick to drop some glitter onto the acrylic paint, and it worked pretty well for me. So once I've gone all the way around the cup with the black acrylic paint to create kind of the outer section of the leopard print, now I'm going to go in with the brown acrylic paint and just do the center dots within those leopard spots. Again, I don't want this paint to dry, so I'm only doing probably about 1/3 of the cup, adding these dots, and then I'm going right in with this glitter. It is the Recollections collection, which is from Michaels. I believe the color is just brown. It's the only one they have. While I'm finishing adding in my spots, I'm going to mention, you can kind of see on the black spray painted portion of the cup, my gold glitter stuck. I don't know if like my spray paint was still a little tacky or what was going on, but I knew even after epoxy, I was going to have to touch up that black spray paint, and I'm going to show you how that's done. So right here, this is after a single coat of epoxy. I'm pointing out all of the nasty glitter specks that I knew I didn't want. I wanted a nice, crisp, clean, black outline on this cup. So I am going in with a small makeup brush and pop of color, plain black. And I'm basically recreating the brush stroke background. I'm not going over the gold glitter brush strokes that I intentionally created. I'm kind of just brushing over a light layer of black on the original black background. Once this is epoxied over, you can't really see the difference at all. You may see like some glitter specks kind of poking through because this is a really light coat. Like, I'm not going heavy with it. I guess I could have done a second layer of the paint, but this covered those glitter specks enough that I was happy with the overall look. Had I not had this like glitter sticking transfer problem, this step would be unnecessary and this cup would already be done. That's how quick this cup comes together. Again, I think it's really classy, very simple, elegant, basic for your basic gal. I love it. For a can koozie, I think this is a really simple design. And I think it's fitting for any of your classy ladies in your life. I did finish this off with 2 more layers of epoxy, and she's finished and beautiful. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I hope to see you guys real soon. Bye-bye now.